What's up, Kings? I saw another post that kind of reminded me of something that Rollo Tomassi mentioned. And those of you who may not be familiar, Rollo Tomassi is one of the red pill podcasters out there. I don't really agree with some of what he talks about, but one tenet of the red pill that I kind of latched onto when I met my wife, I applied this. It's called the two-thirds rule. So basically, let's read through it real quick and then we can discuss. What do you think about the red pill rule? For every 3 signs of affection and love that a woman gives, a man should only give 2 back. It's one of the core teachings of long-term relationship red pill, but I kind of find it counterproductive. Red pill women. Oh, this is red pill women subreddit. It is definitely beneficial for red pill men, but what about red pill women? Well, anyway, the rest of it doesn't really matter. I kind of like this. This goes back to the other video that I had, Happy Spouse, Happy House. And it decenters women. It gets you to think about your woman as somebody who is in your life. I mean, she's the only one for you, right? You're not cheating on her. You're not, you don't have side chicks or whatever. I'm assuming that's the case. But she's not the center of your life. You don't worship her. You don't simp after her, for lack of a better word. I mean, I don't like to use the word simp a lot, but you don't create tremendous amount of emphasis around her in your life. Happy wife, happy life is around the idea that you are centering your woman in your life. And even that one woman who spoke against it said it is a bad idea because a woman is responsible for her own happiness. So the two-thirds rule, I think, is a really great way to straddle the line between those men who ignore their women, which I don't advocate doing. I think it's a bad idea. And those men who kind of just always feel like they have to react when their woman says, I love you. That men, I'm speaking to you men here, don't say the same thing back. I mean, it's not something that you just do reflexively. Whenever my wife would used to text me this on WhatsApp, I would love the status. I'd put a little heart on it or whatever, but I actually wouldn't say I love you back every time. Sometimes I would, and I would notice that every time I do that, my wife would, at the time she was my girlfriend, but she would show even more affection. So the two-thirds rule is a good rule. I don't recommend you look at it like count it in your head every time. I think it's just a rule of thumb that every once in a while, don't reflect it back to her. Let her know that you appreciate the sentiment in some way, probably an action or some other way. Honestly, if she presses you on the issue, she may not be the woman for you, to be honest. If she's pressing you, why don't you tell me I love you every time why don't you tell me you love me every time I say I love you? I think then you might be going down a bad road, and honestly, I don't know how to answer that. Maybe you could say, I don't. You could be honest. You could just say, like, look, I don't want to always do that because I feel like it gets conditional. You're just saying it because she said it. So you could try to work around the problem that way. I don't know of any other good answers for that, but I think that if she already presses you on it, I think that you're going down a bad road, and that woman may not be right for you. Just my opinion. I don't know. Tell me what you think in the comments. But that was just my thought for today. Take care, Kings.